Hello there guys, it's Nick Dempsey here and I'm playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, this game might seem so cute and fluffy, but it is actually tagged as an horror game on Steam. It was free to play and a lot of people talked about this game online, so I thought let's give it a try, and without further notice, let's start a new game and see what this is about. Please enter your name, Dominic. Okay, here we go. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally obvious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Oh, a childhood friend. You know, the kind of friend you'll never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Wow, there's a lot of backstory actually. But if she's going to chase me after me like this, I almost feel better off running away? That's rude. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. That's kind. Sayori, look at her face. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Nice. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Exactly. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Well, I actually was, although I don't actually know you really well. The game's just started. That's mean, Dominic. I'm not that mean. I mean, the character I'm playing apparently is mean. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple of something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Hehe. We cross the street together and make our way to school. So, we are in a high school, we are high school students and we are probably going to enter the literature club. That's the title of the game after all. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Dominic, have you decided on a club to join yet? I guess the literature club. A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you will join a club this year. Did I? I think it's kinda mandatory to join a club in Japan. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively I'll go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skill before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Well, she's so nice. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Well, I feel like this is kind of a fourth wall joke or something like that. You trust me, right? I don't know if I should trust you, I barely know you. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you will try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Oh, I skipped the message. Okay. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Because she's your friend! More than that, I'm surprised that I even let myself relent to her. Yes, seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Okay, we are at school now. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Oh, nice. We skipped the lessons, skip the boring part. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Wow, clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. You know, I think the character I'm playing is kinda like Dork or something like that. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Well, maybe that's why we are friends, because we look alike, we have something in common. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club, and I guess, Sayori, it's the literature club. There is no way I'm going to your club. Meaning. Look at her face. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was even aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. I kinda like literature, and I want to be a screenplayer, an author, a book author, so I will probably join the literature club anyway. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. That's not true. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. No, let's go to the literature club, it's better. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I will bring in a new member. That's wrong. You don't have to do this because you may disappoint people. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Ooh, cupcakes. Don't make promises you can't keep. Exactly what I told you. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh, a long sick. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Oh yes, let's go! Cupcakes! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Yeah. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glance around the room. Girl 1. Okay, hello girl 1. Welcome to the literature club, it's a pleasure meeting you. Oh, this girl was in the main menu, so I think she's important. Sayori always says nice things about you. And girl 2 was also in the main menu. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Come on, don't be rude. Hey, Dominic, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Oh, well, I guess my character isn't really used to talk to girls or something like that. But what are you looking at? You? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry, Natsuki. Okay, so she's Natsuki. She's the one who made cupcakes. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Exactly, and this is important, because I'm here for the cupcakes. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Okay, so don't say things like that. So she is the smartest and she's shy, apparently. Yes, Yuri appears comparably more mature and timid, exactly. Seems to have an hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Monica is really a Japanese name. That's right. Although even blue eyes and green eyes aren't really Japanese, so whatever. It's great to see you again, Dominic. Oh, what a jump. Monica smiles sweetly. We know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic. Oh, okay, so the cheerleader captain we have here. Basically, completely out of my league. Never say never. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... you too, Monica, so I'm basically an idiot, or something like that. Come sit down, Dominic. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them, I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Why are they arguing about who takes the cupcakes, who brings the cupcakes in? Then how about I make some tea as well? Oh, nice, cupcakes and tea. Well, that's the advantages of being in a all-girl literature club. A few desks arranged to form a table. As I mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. I thought I could have picked where to sit. I would have sit next to Sayori anyway, but Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? What a smile! Not a cheerful smile. Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute, kawaii! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, I'm gonna be honest, if I was in this situation, I know that my character is shy or something like that, but I would be bored to death by this girl talk. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabbed one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talked with her mouth full, and it really matters to get icing on her face. I turned the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Who are you? Drama actor? Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaky glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The poisoned apple from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like it's not like that's the typical tsundere line. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Exactly. Made them for you or anything perfect. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe 100% tsundere, but not for you, dummy. Fuck up. Alright. I give up on Natsuki with the tsundere logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You know, for an horror game, this seems pretty sweet right now. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Yes. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I mean I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I like reading, come on, I'm glad. Who doesn't like reading? Yuri faintly smiles to herself. Really? Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at you. So what made you consider the literature club? Well, the annoying Sayori. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. You have to be true, you have to be sincere, you have to say the truth to people. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Well, that's a nice attitude, Monica. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, debate? It's boring. Well, To be honest, I can't stand all of this politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special about it. Oh, that's so sweet. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. I don't understand why if Monica is so popular, why I'm the only boy in the literature club. I'm pretty sure that a lot of horny teenagers would be in the club just to be near to Monica. Yuri also nods in agreement. Exactly. See? Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you are both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. I hope so, right everyone? Yeah, come on! We'll do our best! Gambare! You know it, everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls are interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. And then there's me, the idiot of the club. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Dominic, what kind of things do you like to read? Consider how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Fantasy manga, come on. Fantasy novels. Natsuki has fantasy breakouts. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Maybe Natsuki likes manga too? Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Oh. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Oh, Yuri, that's the kind of novels I like. It's all about the lore, The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Yeah. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Deep psychological elements, okay. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to complete it for you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I don't really like horrors in real life. Horror movie and books, because I don't find them scary enough, except for some exceptions. I read a horror book once. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I would not have expected, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Yes, we know you're a tsundere pink-haired girl. Eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You have pink eyes and pink hair! Come on. You have a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and put her hands on her shoulders. That's a little patronizing. I'm not cute. Well, actually, you kinda are, but... Natsuki, you write your own poems? I wrote a poem when I was younger in high school once. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them, how do you know? Not very confident brother yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. So, really? The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Really? You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. I'm not sure that's exactly the meaning of writing, because, I mean, look at Stephen King. Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and then Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you, Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poem. We'll sit in silence for a moment. Okay, Monica, I have an idea. Everyone, let's write a poem, everyone. So everybody can read poems and something like that. Perfect, I knew it. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Dom? Yes, it's right. I can't wait to write a poem. I actually like to write, so... Hold on, there's still one problem. I bluntly confirm what's been on my mind, and I never said I would join this club. Come on. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Oh, that's why I think I sometimes have to say Sayuri instead of Sayori. Sayuri is the girl from Lucky Star. I still have other clubs to look at. I lose my train of thought. All four guests are backing me with the acted eyes. Look at these sad, worried and angry looks. But I'm sorry, I thought... Dominic, you all... I'm defenseless against this girl. Oh my god. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, wow. I'm moving a hopeless character. Okay, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. For the sake of literature, of course. One by one, the girl's eye lights up. Yeah, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Yeah, I joined the club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem. Write a poem to bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Dominic, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. I can't wait. I hope they make me write a poem. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing? Away. Talk for yourself. Your skills might be mediocre, but I'm good at writing. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Dominic, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Okay, let's walk home together, Sayori. She always stays school for the clubs. Okay, sure, might as well. Yay, let's walk home together. With that, the two of us depart to the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. So, are we sure that this is a horror game and not just a dating simulator, visual novel, something like that? I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I mean, at the start of the game they told me not suitable for children. I hope it's not for the wrong reason. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, it's time to write a poem! Woohoo! Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So I need to... can control suicide, broken. Okay, so let's go with clumsy romance, unrestrained the sensation, captive shocks, no, captive fear, the fear of losing your love, excitement and jiggle, Doki Doki, no, strawberry music, that's a rhetorical figure when you assign a sensitive adjective to something that is not related to that adjective. I don't know how to say in English, but there is like when you say a blank silence, the silence can't be blank. Music, so strawberry music and daydream of amazing daydream, sugar and fireworks and lollipop, and let's go all about lollipop. Boop. A cute tragedy. Yeah, cute tragedy can seem something good, and a vibrant beauty. I don't know, I mean, that's not exactly a poem, but again, Dominic, glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha. So I, instead of thinking what girl to impress with a poem, I just went with my heart. Let's see if that worked out. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Yes. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Dominic. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Give me a break, Natsuki. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any club this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Monica. Natsuki found herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Oh, a Freudian lapsus. Manga is literature. I mean, it's a kind of literature. These comic books are the art number 9. So, swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Dominic always gives it its best as long as he's having fun. Yeah, I'm kinda having fun. He helps me with busywork without me even asking. Really? Like cook and clean my room? Really? I do that? I don't think so. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You are a really good friend, aren't you? Yes, we are. Apparently, I might be a little jealous. Jealous of what? Friendship? Come, you and Dominic can become good friends too. Exactly. Let's all be friends. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seemed oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. What weird situation? Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Hey, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. I hate when people bring you something and say it's really nothing. If it's nothing, why did you bring it to me? Why did you give me a present if it's nothing? Never mind. It sounds like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. Look how charmant I am. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture for you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what. Is that so? What? That's the nice words, the right kind of words. Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here, a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you enjoy. It's a short read, okay, and we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I'm really hopeless. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. What's the title of this book? Monica scheduling. Okay. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. In the closet? Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slam down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. Okay. I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about reading and writing. The problem is the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone, something that speaks to the creative minds. Hey, I've got an idea! It's time to be creative. Don't tag me, I'm scared. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. This negative attitude is not gonna bring us anywhere, so it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know, the literature made the cafe. And after they come, we can do the thing to speak their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this pretty seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Yeah! Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still the usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, I have trouble finding motivation sometimes. Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get in on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what would it be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh my god, don't stand so close to me. Exactly, feeling my vision, nearly fall out my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually I'm not sorry at all. It's her fault for sleeping like that. Oh, I was leaving. This isn't a napping club. Wow, a napping club would be awesome. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yep. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. Oh, Sayori is so nice. It's what I do best. That's a problem. You know, in the usual manga, novel, whatever, the protagonists always end up with their the childhood friends. So what about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Huh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Huh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? Well, you do like clams. You were clean in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here, yeah? Huh. I ran my fingertips down the side of a Sayori hair. You shouldn't exactly touch a girl hair without her permission, but you really need a brush for this. No, apparently she doesn't care. She doesn't seem to care. We are childhood friends after all, so we are probably pretty close. My hair is just really hard to get right. It won't fall for that. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. Well, I think that's their style. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar. Okay, the toothpaste stain is bad. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger like this. This is more like a boyfriend stuff to do than friend stuff to do. Nobody will ever notice that. Of course they will. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. For the matter, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blouse and buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Well, I think because she's into you, you stupid, hopeless, dumb guy. That's super mean. Sorry, but you thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Yes, this is definitely more than friends stuff. Yes, exactly. Okay. Are we sure this is a horror game? What is it? Well, I wasn't just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does this kind of thing. Yes, exactly, it is weird. It makes me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we are like this, aren't you? Ah, I guess. Hey, be careful, the button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near our chest. Oh, come on. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I brought it. If you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling around? Come on, it means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori blazer buttoned up? It's so stuffy, it's not worth it at all. She unbuttons her blazer. Okay, fine. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around like this. What? So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because she's into you, idiot. Because, exactly, if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Well, that's a huge hint about that. I mean, you can't really be that obvious. Come on. Jeez. I'm the one saying jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier, I'm fine. It's a deal. Hehe. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. I guess so, huh? Everyone here is screaming boyfriend, girlfriend, love, and whatever. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. No, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to talk with you sometimes. Okay, everyone, huh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems you wrote now? Okay, let's share the poems. Yay! I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, I did. My relaxation and I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, let's read this. Okay. So, who should I show my poem to first? Well, Sayori, of course. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Dominic. She probably will say that for whatever poem. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Oh, thank you, Sayori. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Well, I am, so shut up. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. That's one way to put it. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it, huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. Yeah, I'm sure of it too. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Dominic poem, oh thank you. And that makes it feel extra special, like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. I mean, like this? Oh, okay. You're so weird, Sayori. No, she's not weird. She's sweet. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Dominic. Deep down, you're not selfish at all. You know, okay. Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only real good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Alright, you're here just for the cute girls. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That's nice. That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Click aside poem area to continue. You know, the structure isn't actually, I mean, we have two paragraphs with 4 verses and then one with 2 and one with 1. You should have, in order to write a proper poem, you should have gone 4-4-3-3 or 4-4-4-2. That's the poem structure especially used by Shakespeare that age, both in England and Italy, because I really like literature, as I said. So Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better. That makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. You know, I still tried my best. For the first shot, that wasn't so bad. I mean, it was almost correct. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Yeah, a little bit of a mess, but cute. Yeah, especially that last line. I want breakfast. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hehe. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Oh yeah, but next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward for it. Okay, now let's read Natsuki's poem. Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. Just didn't evoke any emotion. Hey, come on. Well, so basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, cricket can leap, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay, that's kind of more of hermetic poetry, I guess. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. And Andre, I prefer Sayori's one actually, but this was cool as well. I am being honest. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in the high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Yes, actually, that is true. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But on the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. You know, one of the most famous Italian poem, most renowned, it's called Soldiers, and it's made just of two verses. It sounds like this in Italian. Si sta come d'autunno sugli alberi le foglie, which roughly translates like we stand like in autumn, leaves on the trees, and that's all about it. And it's soldiers, exactly, like leaves on an autumn tree, because you're ready to fall and die in an instant. And that's one of the most renowned poems in Italy. So, and Natsuki, it's kind of that style, like a setup for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Come on, don't brag about it. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Well, yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, so let's read Yuri poem. Yuri starts at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. That's a weird thing to forget. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Actually, not. It's my second time. Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Oh, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. She burst her face and okay. Really haven't gotten anywhere. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Wow, what a deep analysis. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Yes, I know that. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be really bit beast though. Beast? Wow. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Oh, so you're back talking? Okay, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. I don't care. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Come on, let's read your masterpiece. Let's see that. Come on. After all, is this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glows, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining spirituality to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bath. Calm breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I don't like this one. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Well, it was hard to read a little, but it took a long time to read because I don't read script very often. Actually, I'm writing script. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. No, that's not true. It's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Oh, come on, Yuri. That was. I mean, I can't say it was bad, but not my kind of poem. I'm really glad you like it. Well, I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wrote it something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Dominic. Really, no. It's about herself thinking like her reflection or something like that. I must have totally missed the point. You only glanced at it. Their own thoughts, feeling and experiencing work. It probably was a poem about her being sad in the inside, like already dead people, and flickering. Only being symbolically compared, lingering the last remains of place to go for soon able to let go of the past. Exactly, soon to be left with nothing. Exactly. I know how to interpret a poem. I haven't even thought of that. Well, I actually have. Come on, why do I have to be a stupid character in the game? I'm not that stupid. Well, it makes me happy that you think about that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. And Monica. Come on, Monica. Hi, Dominic. Having a good time so far? Yeah, kind of. Glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions like new activity or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Come on. Let's read your poem. Read my poem, I read yours, and we go. Want to share your poem with me? We are here for that. I guess I have to. Haha, don't worry, Dominic. We are all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem. Read this masterpiece. I like this one. Thank you. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Yeah, she liked that. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? Yes, we are. I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Oh well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Not that much. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Well, we do. Even if you show it in different ways, you'd end up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when I'm reading your poem. Okay. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Yeah, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that something so happy would enjoy sad things so to someone or something? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid of experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Come on, Monica. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Come on, I want to read your poem. Anyway, do we want to read my poem? Yeah, exactly. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Yeah, she's the president. It doesn't mean I always sit that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh my god, this is long. Hole in wall. Hole in wall? It couldn't have been me. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the speckle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I'll peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I read blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. That's kinda disturbing. So what do you think? It's very freeform. I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That's it. A lot of poems be putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Yes, it's called metric. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you will never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Oh, that's a nice tip actually. Another way to think about it is if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, phew, I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It says everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand to theirs. This is a literary club after all, I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are rapidly chatting. My eyes light on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. You know what? We are almost an hour in this video. I lost track of time playing this game because I'm kinda involved into this. As I read in tandem, the espresso changed. Natsuki's eyebrow furrowed in frustration. Yuri smiles silently. What's with this language, huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Okay, she returns the poem. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism of something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice, huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come with something nice, you say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I wouldn't have asked someone who actually liked it. Okay, so there you're kind of fighting. But the video is getting too long now, so I think I'll just save the game and end this episode here with Sayuri and Natsuki fighting over their poems. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like on it and subscribe for more content, more Doki Doki Literature Club, and see you in the next video.